Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas. You may proceed.
Thank you very much, our energetic, hardworking Vice Mayor, Bibot Rodriguez, members of the City Council, people of Cagayan de Oro, friends we have here present in the gallery, mayang hapon sa tanan. Madam Chair, may I move to dispense the reading of the minutes of the previous regular session of this council on April 21, 2025.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second and final reading.
Second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
On the special report portion, Madam Chair, there is one member of the City Council who is intending to render a special report. Councilor Roger Abaday, who will be reporting on the series of robberies in the city of Cagayan de Oro.
Councilor Roger Abaday, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Majority Floor, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas, our presiding officer, Honorable Presiding Officer Jocelyn Bibot Rodriguez, my colleagues in the 20th City Council, and people who are watching us live stream and physically, good afternoon. May hapon sa tanan. Now, my report is about the rising or series of house burglaries or crimes against property here in the city of Cagayan de Oro. Now, this issue has taken toll on our city's peace and order and security. With many residents now living in constant fear and is in violation of their sense of safety and peace. Now, over the past months, there were news reports that shed light on the troubling increase of house burglary incident across the various barangay in the city. For instance, in April 15, news report from Mindanao Daily detailed the break-in of at residents' property in Barangay Gusa, where valuable electronics, cash, and personal items were stolen. The family who was away for only a few hours returned to found their home ransacked. According to the police, this case was just one several similar incident reported in the area over the last month. So, in other reports from Cagayan de Oro News Network, authorities recorded a surge of burglaries in Barangay Carmen and Barangay Consolacion in March, particularly targeting unguarded homes and those with no security system in place. So the Cagayan de Oro City Police, COCPO, reported the average of 3 to 5 burglaries per week in this area. So many of these involve forced entry through unlocked doors and windows with stolen items, including gadgets, jewelries, and cash. Now, just recently this morning, I heard the news that somewhere in Cogons, one bank again was robbed by unidentified men, which is a distance from our police station. Now, not even myself is also a victim. Just early this morning, my vehicle, ito pang record, gihansak ang battery o ang amplifier. Di sa kumutuo nga.
Kay recorrida ron.
Di sa kumutuo nga ako sa itong mga kakbagay mo kay mga butan mo na ito nga.
Isa mo na yung masangin lang.
Isog yun ka rin karatang yun. Just something my house. Nagapan pa rin. Isog yun nga karatang. So, in the light of this, I went also in barangays, mga po nilang problema, labi na sa mga subdivisions, din sa mga hinterlands. Every night, nagabiktima sila sa mga kawat-kawat yun. Now, nga naman no? O say, dapat marag na busy masiguro ang mga barangay official, ang mga barangay tanong sa kampanya siguro. Okay, di naman mabantayan ng atong mga kaning mga pangitabo. So in the light of this development, I am recommending that this will be referred to this issue to the Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety for immediate attention. Now, the police, we should have to assess whether what is the causation of this crime. Nganong paspas man ang kawat, no? Nganong mang crime sa ghost property, ano? Tungod siguro kay init ang panahon, gutom, causes of kining kawat pang nga kaso sa kawat tungod sa kapobrehon ang alcohol use. So gusto nato ni ma-assess kay taas ra ba sa ang incident nato karon sa dagiti sa Cagayan de Oro. So I want this current situation that should be assessed in the place of our barangays and even the victims of our neighborhood WhatsApp program. They have to look into the barangay officials should look into the expanding the rates of barangay tanod patrols and consider the possibility of installing additional CCTV cameras in strategic location. Ang akong CCTV, maro gyud ang kwan kay wala gyud makuha gyud, wala makuha mga tulis. Wala gilikayan ang CCTV. Wala gyud makuha. Okay, so the explore the option of community-based crime prevention program, no? I think we have to reactivate our atong mga multipliers. Ato silang seminar sa siguro about crime prevention to raise awareness and educate residents about security in their homes. So, work more closely with the police and other law enforcement agency to ensure that information is quickly shared between the state and barangay authorities. Now, I am proposing an ordinance that with this kinanglan doon na naman tayo kining gitawag na to nga police alert. Kinanglan ma-install sa atong mga barangayan nga ma-establish na sa every barangay so that immediately incident before or after the incident immediately maka-respond ang atong mga authorities, not only the police but even the other agencies can respond immediately through immediate communication. Nahimo naman sa atong ubang mga sa kaning para sa banks, para sa mga establishment, yan hindi mahimo sa atong kabarangayan. So I will propose an ordinance on this matter in the proper time. So, Madam Chair and my colleagues, as a public servant, it is our duty to ensure that no Cagayanon has to live a constant fear and losing their hard-earned possession or worse, their peace of mind. So let us work hand in hand to bring back the sense of security and trust of our communities. I recommend these issues that this will be formally referred to the Peace and Order and Public Safety Committee for immediate evaluation and action. Thank you very much and good afternoon once again.
Thank you very much, Councilor Jabada. Refer to the Committee on Safety. Yeah, okay, Councilor Romel Calisa, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Good afternoon to my colleagues in the 20th Council. Although this is a welcome referral to the Committee on Public Order and Safety, Madam Chair. But if we see that if we wait for legislative actions to act on an urgent matter like this, legislation takes a rather lengthy process, Madam Chair. That's why I don't know, but if I am given the task to act on these security problems, we can immediately ask the police to conduct an immediate intelligence action to find out why, to find out who are involved with these criminal activities. So while an appropriate enactment of an ordinance will be done, Madam Chair, through a legislative process. It is strongly suggested that is it the local chief executive, or we can just through the Peace and Order Council maybe direct the police to do
Yeah.
his job. And this requires really an immediate intensive intelligence action to find out why are these things happening? Who are the culprits? Only there and then that we can provide an urgent, what you call a speedy action on this urgent matter, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Probably you can write because you have the Peace and Security Council quarterly, Councilor Roger, so that they can look into that matter. Kaya ang Peace and Security Council, they do that every quarterly. Kaya para ma-actionan yun, and they will include that in their reports, no? Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Romeo Calizo. Yes, did you raise your hand, Councilor Attorney Joey Abo?
Just to say,
Okay.
I have the same views and manifestation as that of Councilor Calizo, Madam Chair, because I remember him also saying that for us to have a safe and strong boundaries and peace and order in the city, we must have a good intelligence also. So for us to determine the causation of those actions made by those perpetrators, we also have to do deep and good intelligence also, Madam Chair. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Councilor Roger Abaday, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I forgot to mention that this should be referred also to the Committee on Barangay Affairs. So considering that what is involved is the barangay, and the barangay or the community is one of the biggest pillars of criminal justice system to run the criminal justice system. Usa sa pinakadako nga informal member of our criminal justice system. So through barangay, through the community, it can help so much in crime prevention and control of crime. So I also, in addition, this will be referred to the Committee on Preservation of Privacy and Barangay Affairs Committee. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Refer also to Barangay Affairs, Councilor Alam Lim. Okay? So let us proceed. Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas, you have the floor.
Turks, item number 1, Madam Chair.
Item 1 is for omnibus approval of proposed resolution numbers 2025-1087 to 2025-1090. Declaring as operative in their entirety effective on the date fixed therein the respective Sangguniang Kabataan resolutions covering the annual budget for calendar year 2025 of the herein mentioned Sangguniang Kabataan of the barangays of Cagayan de Oro City, to wit: A. Resolution number 3-2025 of the SK Barangay Consolacion with an estimated income of 1,969,660 pesos. B. Resolution number 1-02 series of 2025 of the SK Barangay Patag with an estimated income of 2,475,358 pesos. C. Resolution number 2025-02 series of 2025 of the SK Barangay number 10 with an estimated income of 405,542 pesos. And D. Resolution number 2025-006 series of 2025 of the SK of Barangay number 24 with an estimated income of 1,496,808 pesos.
Madam Chair, may I request that Councilor Kenneth Jean Sakala be recognized?
Councilor Kenneth Sakala, you recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and move for the approval of the proposed resolutions numbers 2025-1087 to 2025-1090. Thank you.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 2, proposed resolution number 2025-1091, declaring as operative in part ordinance number 3 series of 2024 of the Barangay Council of San Simon, entitled an ordinance enforcing ecological solid waste management in Barangay San Simon, Cagayan de Oro City, with the recommendation to amend the fines and penalties provision thereof to conform with the provision of Section 391 of the Local Government Code of 1991. May I request Councilor Yan Lam Lim be recognized?
Councilor Alam Lim, you recognize?
Madam Chair, may hapon sa tanan. Everything is in order. I move for the approval of proposed resolution number 2025-1091.
Any second?
Second.
Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 3, proposed resolution number 2025-1092, declaring as operative in part ordinance number 0013 series of 2022 of the Barangay Council of F.S. Catanico, entitled an ordinance to prohibit to the entire sari-sari store vendors to sell hard liquor and cigarettes to the minors aged 17 years old and below, and other legal purposes regarding this matter, with the recommendation to delete the phrase confiscation of permit to operate such activity, and operations should stop under Section 3 thereof, considering that the imposition of the same is beyond the power and authority of the Sangguniang Barangay to enact or approve. May I request Councilor Gaani be recognized?
Councilor Lourdes Gaani, you recognize?
Mayong hapon ka natin tanan. Move for the approval of proposed resolution number 2025-1092.
Any second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 4 is proposed resolution 2025-1093, declaring as operative in its entirety, effective on the date fixed therein, ordinance number 007 series of 2022 of the Barangay Council of Barangay Puntod, this city, entitled an ordinance formulating, regulating, and approving the fare matrix of all tricycle owned and operating, flying within the areas of Barangay Puntod, prohibiting overloading and of passengers, particularly school children, and imposing sanctions to erring tricycle drivers and or operators operating within the area of Barangay Puntod. May I request Councilor Suset Magtaas Daba be recognized?
Councilor Suzette Daba, you recognize.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Move to approve proposed resolution number 2025-1093.
Second, any objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Any second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 5, proposed resolution number 2025-1094, returning to Barangay Council of Barangay in the Hague, the city. It's ordinance number 18, series of 2024, entitled an ordinance requiring residents of Barangay in the Hague, Cagayan City to be registered voters prior to the issuance of the barangay clearances and other certification, with information that said ordinance is ultra vires or beyond the power and authority of the Sangguniang Barangay to enact or approve, therefore cannot be given due force. May I request Councilor James Judith be recognized?
Councilor Attorney James Judith, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, considering that everything is in order, move to approve proposed resolution number 2025-1094.
Any second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 6, proposed ordinance number 2025-757, appropriating the sum of 8,923,358 pesos and 25 centavos from the item non-office economic services sector, the special purpose fund, land acquisition, expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claim for just compensation, including documentation and registration expenses of Lot 7-B, portion of Lot 7, Block 9, LRC, PSD 138672,
And a second of query. Okay, Councilor Ibimano, you have the floor.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Madam Chair, and to everyone, again, good afternoon. May I just ask, in the said item, di ba, this budget is supposedly to pay or for land acquisition sa property ni Mr. Antonio Lavinia. May I ask, kanusap pa naigo ang iyang property sa dalan? Madam Chair, if I may ask, and if anyone can answer para we can.
Yes,
listen this.
Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas.
Wala pa na maabrihi karon.
Not yet. So
Wala pa. Kamulog. Napagigamit pa na karon sa Barangay 35, but once we will buy it, then we will open that.
So wala pa na meeting? Wala pa siya na committee hearing?
Umana ni
Umana. Pero wala pa na open.
Wala pa na open. Ayaran ni mo open, mabayaran sila. Di pa na sila masugot i-open.
Okay.
Madam Chair, my next question is, what is the necessity of approving this budget now when there can be no bidding in the next few months? Kay kuan man, election ban man po ta kung ato siyang i-approve now or not. I'm just asking. No, Madam Chair, kano karon man, and then in looking at the agenda also, it's 8 items, it's 16 to 13, all appropriation for land acquisition. Why now? What's the necessity now? Nga there's no bidding, procurement law, dili manggihapon pwede, Madam Chair. I just wanna ask.
You can answer, Majority Floor Leader.
I mean, there is no bidding.
Acquisition of land.
There is no bidding here because there is only one.
Is still approval?
There is only one owner. And this is not we are not purchasing something which is from the store or suppliers. Just compensation for a property for public use. So wala man ni siya kung dili ni siya.
Because wala lain kompetensya.
Wala may line.
So sa tagiya, so dili gid siya ibidding kay sa ragit tagiya.
Okay.
Kay walay
Now, Madam Chair, for the information of everyone, we need this land. We need to open it. Dugay na kayo ni. Panahon pa ni sa daan ng mga administrasyon. Karon pa lang nina, we've been negotiating for this. The Office of the Mayor, the City Legal. Dugay na kayo ni. Salamat nga. Ito gining na human karon kay dako kini makatabang sa ato. Kay kanang dalan sa Limkit-Kay, moderation na siya dito sa Barangay 36. So, patsa dagi kini kayo. I think this is very good for the public. Di na lang tama tip sa politika, no. I don't think there is some
private na nila, private
of politics here. It's actually a project that was dreamed of by so many administration before. Doon na problema dani. Sa mga kapitan ganito, galisod kita. May gani kinibaligi ang mga Lavinia. Oo. Kaya kanito gusto sila mabaligi, but diwag nga ang tanan nga mga informal settlers nga nagpuyo silang yuta, ato ipakulukar kita syudad mangitag relocation site. It will take time.
So man siya dalan gini siya.
Dalan gini.
So sirado sa siya karon because wala pa may bayri. Pag later on mahimo na siyang dalan.
Oh, gani gisiminto tanan ning part of this was already cemented kay do na may part nga ato na sa syudad. Pero kaning remaining area paingon dito sa exit sa Barangay 36. Jerbora extension. Importante kay ni. Ay na mo pagkuha kayo. This is a clean and relevant na project. Wag ni.
Okay.
Can just imagine mga tagiya ni mga dagko nga tao.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to ask because in terms of necessity, why is it only being approved now? if dugay na day siya, all 8 items, why today?
Eight
Is my
items
question.
yung gi-refer.
But-
Gi-refer niya, yung mean is the 8 items.
Yeah, all items.
Ano karon ra ko no?
And then, well, if Madam Chair, we do approve this now, Madam Chair, will the local government be able to work on all these projects right away, Madam Chair?
Dili good after election because there's an election ban that is very it's a common knowledge during
Yes.
election ban wala there's no there's no
Exactly.
movement. So after probably then
Hopefully,
inaya pagid na siguro.
June, that's probably July. So again, my question also came from, maybe we can give courtesy to the next after the election if it cannot even be worked on yet. Yet.
I don't see the reason why.
Yes.
Because if this is for the people of Cagayan de Oro, I don't see the reason why we have to postpone it. Myself, you can answer for that. Kay karon, aprubahan ni siya, then ang binayra na later on.
Oh,
Naningil na sila as per the.
Sabit sa ato.
Naningil na sila. So, dugay na day siya, Madam.
Ayo.
So,
Karon timing, but is it only now kay mo pa na human ang mga papeles?
Yes.
Yes,
thank you.
okay.
That's the answer I wanted to hear, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Naningil na ang mga tao, dili.
Di nila
Dili sa si Pompe.
Butangatan may dalan gani karon pud ila to gagamit.
Yeah.
Ha? Ha? Oh.
Yeah. Di man sa tagaingon, gamito sa eleksyon. May binira na iron.
Sa karon nabulahan
Karon, wala pa yun. Wala no movement at all.
Gihimo nilang basketball court karon kay di pa
Hindi mo lang sa for the meantime.
Pero after this, mabayaran ta na ni. I can just imagine the positive effect of this land kung ma-approve na
Yeah.
gamit na kini.
Mm-mm.
So mo po rin.
Okay, and second, any objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 8, proposed ordinance number 7, appropriating the sum number 2025-758, appropriating the sum of 1,739,547 pesos and 17 centavos from the item non-office economic service sector special purpose fund land acquisition expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claim for just compensation, including documentation and registration expenses of Lot A-A portion of Lot 8, Block 9 LRC, is date 138672, covered by transfer certificate of title number T-26282, with an area of 90 square meters, owned by Ms. Carmen M. Velez, which was affected by the proposed opening of Limkit Kay Road extension from Justo Ramonal Street to G. Arbora extension, located in Barangay 35, the city, and authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to sign the corresponding deed of absolute sale thereof. May I request Councilor Roger Abaday be recognized?
Councilor Roger Abaday, you recognize?
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I move that the proposed ordinance number 2025-758 be approved.
In a second, objection. I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve the second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item number 8, proposed ordinance number 2025-759, appropriating the sum of 7,784,295 pesos and 21 centavos from the item non-office economic services sector, a special purpose fund land acquisition, expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claim for just compensation, including documentation and registration expenses of Lot 6B, portion Lot 6, Block 9, LRC, PSD 138672, covered by transfer certificate of title number T-12936 and owned by Ms. Angel Chavez, portion of which was affected by the proposed opening of the Limkit Kay Road extension from Justo Ramonal Street to G. Arbor extension, located in Barangay 35, the city, and authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to sign the corresponding deed of absolute sale thereof. May I request Councilor Joey Abu be recognized? Madam Chair.
Councilor Attorney Joey Abu, you recognize?
Move for the approval of the said proposed ordinance number 2025-759.
Any second? Objection? Okay. Councilor Ivy Moreno, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, and to the akong mga kauban sa 20th City Council, maayong hapon. Just a question, Madam Chair, no, I've noticed that medyo daghan kaayo sila. May I ask, Madam Chair, if these properties are all connected with one another? And ikaduha, is there already a plan? As mentioned, actually, na-mention naman ni Majority Floor Leader na naay plan, but is there a concrete plan for the said road opening? And ikatulo, kung naay mga resettlers sa area, nabay plano for them? Kay dili naman pwede na paliton nato ang yuta and then diretso na ipahawa ang mga kapuyo sa area. So, I just want to know if naay concrete plan for the relocatees, if ever. Thank you, Madam
Okay,
Chair.
thank you very much. Yes, Majority Floor Leader? Yeah, please. Nabay plan to.
Yes, of course, Madam Chair. If I'll bring you back a little bit years before. Nakita ba niyo ng dalan sa Limkitkay? Kana existing karon from Corrales man. Kanang dili kanang Osminia Street. Kita ba niyo na Osminia Street niyan? Nay dalan paingon sa Limkitkay. Abay sa video ba na ang that was the original, hindi pa takon siya na panahon na, that was an old program. Ang gikuha ka na sa city, gi-offer ka na sa Kitkay para nga maagian, dalan, masumpay pa yung Kitkay. Sila ang naggasto niya na. But ang atong himo, atong tax credit ka na sa city government, lugar, pila ilang gasto. It was the time of, I think, Dungkoy pa man itong panahon ba? Dungkoy. It was tax credited to the tax payables of Limkitkay para nga ma-compensate, mabayaran sila sa ilang gasto. The same is true with this kana kini karon. Suppose kini paingon dito sa Jerbura extension. Ang problema lang kay wa madayon. Wala madayon ang project. Kasamukan doon Kitkay. Namo to nga. Namo na, kita nagdugay ni Kitkay. Kita nagtiwas. Now, insofar as kato mga, of course, kana mga informal settlers nga nadya karon afektuhan will always be accommodated. They will be treated well and relocated if possible. Kaya di masad may mga naasil sila diya kung naa sila. Pero actually, gamay na lang na nabilin kit. Open naman na karon. Open naman na karon na naman gani siminto. So, they will be, of course, given the proper relocation site and ato ng trabaho. But that would be the effect of this project. Now, dugay na kayo ni, panahon pa inyong tanaw ni, this 2012 project. 2012 pa na programa. Kung siya na karon 2025 na. Sa rabong 13 years. Na ato paging i-delay. Sure naging kayo. Salamat ang nahuman kini, Madam Chair. 2012 pa. Even before that.
Dugayan. Yeah.
Even by 1998, we started. So, I think Amy is answered. Okay.
Okay na? Oh, okay. Of course, yes. Councilor Amy Moreno.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for the clarification, Majority Floor. Since this has been talked about since 2012, ang presyo na paliton nato sa yuta is based on 2024 or 2012? The current market value.
Okay. You know, the market value is at the time of the taking. No. So we are not taking it now today. So sama na to pag okay, dili man na existing road karon wala man na to nagamit.
Yeah.
If it was already used in 2012 with the permission from the landowner, then we could base the price of the property or the value of the property at the time that it was taken
Kung
in
gigamit.
2012.
Kung gigamit.
Kung gigamit, karon na to gamiton. Wala man ta paggamit sabi. So, bukan ada.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Madam Chair, I would just like to know, given we approve this today, okay, na may election ban, and may I ask kung as mentioned by Majority Floor Leader na naay plano, is there an estimated timeline kung kano sa magamit ang area or kung kano sa ma-open ang area?
Yes, Councilor Majority Floor
I hope
Leader.
I know, Madam Chair. I hope I know, Amy. But I cannot because I cannot answer for the mayor. Also, para nila in city engineer. I don't know how we will open this. Do we have to assign this to a contractor or it would be an administration project? So dito kay Balo, it's the implementation here is not with us, but with the office of the city. Di ko to ba kana, Madam Chair?
Okay. Yes, Councilor Attorney James Judith, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ang ako lang clarification lang kay nakabutang ko din ni Miss Angel Chavez. Akong klarohon ang atong bot pasabot katubang katugid da Angel Chavez. So the late Angel Chavez. So dili Miss. So di nakabutang mo ko din ni correction lang kay kasi malibog ba nga klaro. So the late Angel Chavez, not Miss Angel Chavez.
Anghel man na. Dili na angel. Ato
Anghel.
English or pero Anghel gina siya. Oh, the late. I think it's the heirs now.
The ears, yeah.
Basta, ilan na ng problema sa siniligan ng mga documentation. It's not with us.
Okay. So let's approve. Any yeah, Majority Floor Leader.
Sige na, okay.
Yeah, any second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 10. Proposed ordinance number 2025-761 appropriating the sum of 989,193 pesos from the item.
9, majority of 9.
Kalibog na ko ani nga ti. So, balik na, item 9. Advance kay ko ba? Proposed ordinance number 2025-760 appropriating the sum of 2,453,838 pesos and 50 centavos from the item non-office economic services sector, special purpose fund land acquisition expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claim for just compensation, including the documentation and registration expenses of Lot 5A portion of Lot 5, Block 9 LRC PSD 138672 covered by transfer certificate title number T-22588 and owned by Mr. Rafael Marcelino Chavez Fortich III, for which with an portion of which with an area of 127 square meters affected by the proposed opening of the Limkitkay Road extension from Justo Ramonal Street to GR Borja extension, located in Barangay 35, the city, and authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to sign the corresponding deed of absolute sale thereof. May I request Councilor J. Roa Pascual be recognized.
Councilor J. Roa Pascual, you are recognized.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Director Floor and Vice Mayor. Move to approve proposed ordinance number 2025-760.
Any second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Nga lagi tingali mo, ano yung dagang kayo ni kay gagmay mo kayo ngayon na. Tag 100 square meters to ba? Item 10, proposed ordinance number 2025-761 appropriating the sum of 989,193 pesos from the item non-office economic service sector special fund land acquisition expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claim for just compensation and including documentation and registration expenses of lot 5876-B-1 portion of lot 5876-B PSD 10-027573 covered by transfer certificate of title number T-196446 owned by Ms. Melodia Arbeja, represented by Estela Arbeja, which was affected by the road right-of-way. Alayan na sa dining, abi ko maning muli hapon. Road right-of-way storm drainage project with an area of 216 square meters located in Barangay Coswagan, the city, and authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to sign the deed of absolute sale thereof. May I request Councilor Kenneth Sakala be recognized, Madam Chair.
Councilor Kenneth Sakala, you recognize?
Move for the approval of proposed ordinance number 2025-761. Thank you.
And a second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 11, proposed ordinance number 2025-762 appropriating the sum of 1,818,411 pesos and 62 centavos from the item non-office economic services sector special purpose fund land acquisition expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claim for just compensation, including documentation and registration expenses of lot 5875-D-2, portion of 5875-D LRC PSD 293203, covered by transfer certificate of title number T-38559 and lot 5838-A-2, portion of lot 5878-A PSD 10-000771, covered by or under transfer certificate of title number T-44906 owned by spouses Mr. Jesus C. Okaya and Mrs. Josephine Okaya, which was affected by the road right-of-way storm drainage with a total area of 397 square meters located in Barangay Coswagan, the city, and authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to sign the corresponding deed of absolute sale thereof. May I request Councilor General Romeo Calizo be recognized, Madam Chair.
Councilor Romeo Calizo, you recognize?
Thank you, Madam Chair. May I move for the approval of the said proposed ordinance?
And a second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
A second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 12, proposed ordinance 2025-763, appropriating the sum of 122,998 pesos, 0.3 centavos from the item non-office economic services sector, special purpose fund land acquisition, expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claim for just compensation improvements covered by tax declaration number Z-434451 owned by Mr. Dennis P. Raffles, which was affected by the 10-meter wide proposed road from the National Highway towards Tablon Hospital Infirmary Facility located in Barangay Tablon, the city, and authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to sign the corresponding deed of absolute sale thereof. May I request Councilor I.B. Emano be recognized, Madam Chair.
Councilor E.B. Mano, you recognize?
Good afternoon once again. Move for the approval of proposed resolution number 2025-763.
And a second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 13, proposed ordinance number 21-25-764, appropriating the sum of 2,641,346 pesos from the item non-office economic services sector, special purpose fund land acquisition expropriation in the 2025 annual budget to be made available for the full payment of the claims of the claim for just compensation, including documentation and registration expenses of lot 2967-D-10-B-2-B-2, PSD-10-070152 portion of lot 2967-D-10-B-2-B, PSD 10-04-0716 covered by transfer, certificate of title number T-150679, owned by Mr. Paz S. Abejo, deceased, which was affected by the existing Mandumol Indahag Road located in Barangay Indahag, the city, and authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to sign the corresponding deed of absolute sale thereof. May I request Councilor Swan be recognized?
Councilor Agasuan, you recognize? You are not reading.
I was reading, Madam Chair. Move to approve proposed ordinance 2025-764.
And a second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
For inclusion items, Madam Chair, may I move to include in our agenda items 14 to 19.
Second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 14, proposed ordinance number 2025-765 for first reading only. Ato ning iagi sa kadto sa approving and adopting the Cagayan de Oro Tourism Code of 2025. May I request Councilor J. Roa Pascual be recognized?
Councilor J. Roa Pascual, you are recognized.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Move to approve proposed ordinance number 2025-765.
Second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve second final reading. Di na.
First reading
Sorry.
naman. Okay.
First reading, sorry. So, item 15, Madam Chair. Proposed ordinance number 2025-766, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Rolando A. Uy, representing the City Government of Cagayan de Oro, to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement with the Department of Social Welfare and Development, DSWD, represented by its Regional Director, Ramel F. Hamen, covering the collaboration of the parties in the implementation of DSWD's 15th cycle supplementary feeding program in early childhood care and development. 15th cycle is FP ECCD under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May I request Councilor Gaani si Suset Magtahas Daba be recognized.
Councilor Suset Daba, you are recognized.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair and Majority Floor Leader. Move to approve proposed ordinance number 2025-766.
Second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none, motion is hereby carried.
Item 16, proposed ordinance number 2025-767, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Rolando A. Uy, representing the City Government of Cagayan de Oro, to sign the deed of donation and acceptance with the Phil 7 Foundation, Inc., represented by its chairman, Jose Victor Paterno, donor, covering the latter's donation of a playground facility mobile daycare facility through the City Social Welfare and Development Department under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May I request Councilor Maria Lourdes Gani be recognized, Madam Chair.
Councilor Lourdes Gani, you recognize.
Move for the approval of proposed ordinance number 2025-767.
Second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 17, proposed ordinance. Move to approve second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 17, Madam Chair, proposed ordinance number 2025-768, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Rolando A. Uy, representing the City Government of Cagayan de Oro, donee to sign the deed of donation of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. Donor, represented by its Assistant General Manager for Charity Sector, Arnel N. Casa, covering the latter's donation of 1 unit patient transport vehicle, including its accessories under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May I request Councilor Bernie Sparcer be recognized.
Councilor Bernie Sparcer, recognize.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Move to approve the proposed ordinance number 2025-768.
And a second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 18, proposed ordinance. Move to approve second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 18, Madam Chair, proposed ordinance number 2025-769, accepting the offer of the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, through its contractor, the International City and County Management Association, to donate 1 unit 2014 Nissan Frontier pickup, along with non-expendable and expendable items as part of the termination and property disposition of the USAID Change Project. And for this purpose, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor, Rolando A. Uy, representing the city government of Cagayan de Oro, to sign a deed of donation and other transfer documents thereof under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May I move, Madam Chair, to approve this ordinance.
And a second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Last item, Madam Chair, 19, proposed resolution number 2025-1095, suspending the regular sessions of the City Council, Sangguniang Panglungsod, on May 5 and 12, 2025, to facilitate the preparation and arrangement and use of the session hall for the canvassing of votes for the May 12, 2022 local and national elections, subject to styling. Moved by all members present. Diba?
And a second, kasi gusto mo session yun. Ikaw, Councilor J? Anyway, any second? Any objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second, objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
There being no other matters to take up, Madam Chair, move. for-
Yeah, I would like to thank
Thank you.
the councilors who supported during the presentation this morning sa flag ceremony. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Good luck to everybody. Thank you. Session adjourned.